Hey everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Candy with Candy Sprinkle MTG, and this is a brand new video from us to you with high-powered commander. If you'd like, go ahead and follow, subscribe, check us out on all of our social media links. We really appreciate it, and we hope you enjoyed this video. And this is Time and Round. I am playing Ivor, the Bane of Bladehold. She's a pretty cool dude. She has battle cry, but what's really important is she's got this massive wall of text. I pick a creature during combat, and if that creature can punch somebody in their face, I get to create might tokens instead of doing damage. So this deck is entirely revolving around Orzhov aristocrats, token generation, and creating and sacking creatures for gain and trade effects. Rage, what you got for us tonight?
All right, everybody, my name's Rage. Today I'm going to be playing some Raggadragga. This is a Gruul deck, red and green, and we do a lot of shenanigans with mana dorks. All my creatures with mana abilities get +2/+2. Whenever I attack with a creature with a mana ability, I untap it. And whenever I cast a spell, if I spend 7 mana on it or more, I get to untap target creature, give it +7/+7, and trample. So big spells are pump spells.
Ting, my love, what do you have for us tonight?
I've returned to the land of the living. And by land of the living, I mean on Twitch.
Yeah.
I'm playing Yidris, Maelstrom Wielder. Basically, if it hits you, I get to cascade from my hand, which is pretty cool. Because the only thing better than casting a giant big spell is cascading into a second one.
Yeah, a slightly less big spell.
But hopefully still pretty big.
Right? JJ, what do you got for us this evening?
Hey, what's up guys? JJ. I'm playing Jhoira, Weatherlight Captain. My goal here is to play a bunch of 0-drop artifacts with Jhoira on the battlefield to draw out my deck and storm off for a win. Whether it be through Eighth of Flux Reservoir or through activating Urza a million times.
Urza, no, but gross. 1, a 2, a 3, and literally nothing changed. Do we have any pre-games?
Nope.
Alright, I'm gonna draw this card for turn. Good luck and have fun. Play a tap land for turn. It will be a Shattered Sanctum. I'd like to cast a Mana Crypt. And I would like to use that Mana Crypt on a Talisman of Hierarchy. This is the white and black Pain Talisman. And I will pass the turn after that.
Draw for turn. I'm going to play this Windswept Heath. We're going to pay 1 life, sacrifice that, and fetch. And go grab a Taiga. Then we're going to play a Mana Crypt.
Another Mana Crypt.
That's a good play. I like that play.
Yeah, I'm copying her. Seemed like a good play, so I did the same thing. Then we're going to play a Kami of Whispered Hopes. So the important part of this guy is the second ability. He can tap and add X mana of any color, where X is his power. First ability doesn't really come up too much. If 1 or more +1/+1 counters will be put on a permanent I control, I get to put an additional counter.
So it's a Hardened Scales that taps for mana equal to its power. That's terrifying.
And I'm going to pass after that.
Draw this card, play a tap land for turn, and this is where I put my Mana Crypt, if I had one, but I do not, so.
Kind of bad in the 4th seat, Island, Mystic Remora.
Ooh, fish in the 4th seat.
EDH staple, but kind of bad in the 4th seat. I'll pass after that.
Alright. I'm gonna untap. In my upkeep, I will go ahead and roll for my crypt. The odds are ever in my favor. That's a 2. I'm gonna take 3 and draw for turn. But we have an Urborg, Tomb of Yawgmoth. You all have swamps in addition to your other land types. You're welcome.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I'm here for you, buddy. We are going to then go ahead and jam out Rhea herself. We got 2 colorless, white, black, and I will pass the turn. As a reminder, she's a 3/4 with battle cry.
There might be some mites coming.
They're the mightiest mites! I'm sorry, I'm very...
On my upkeep, I'm going to roll for Mana Crypt. Odds I take damage. 13, we take 3.
That's actually, I was getting into that conversation with somebody the other day about like how you call your crypt rolls, and it was the weirdest thing because everybody does it a little bit differently. Like I know when Rox does 1, 2, 3 is a bolt for me.
Fun. Okay.
I always do the odds are in my favor. A lot of people do evens are good, like whatever it is, and like I feel like you can tell a lot about somebody by how they do their crypt rolls. Am I alone on that? I feel like that's like a thing.
I don't know. I think it's just a weird personal preference thing. Everyone's got their quirks.
I always think odds as bolt is the easiest way of putting it.
So I'm going to start off by pitching a Elvish Spirit Guide. This is going to add a green to my mana pool.
You got it.
I'm going to put that into exile. We're going to play my commander. Raggadragga. We're going to tap my... Actually, we can go to combat here. Let's attack the fish player. Send 3 damage over at you, JJ.
No block. I don't know the right choice.
It
But
has
I'll
a
take it.
it has a trigger to untap after it declares its attack.
All right.
And then second main phase, we're going to tap the Kami, and we're going to play a Bird of Paradise.
Herb.
Bop it.
That is a bird. There's a
And-
fish down here.
I'm good after that.
And
Yes,
we
yeah,
are,
there's a lot of
odds
creatures. It's a
first.
gruel deck, so I'm good at not feeding fishes.
Hell's Flash, what if I don't have crypt rolls because I'm broke? Proxy it.
Fish trigger.
Fish. I will not pay for fish.
Aw, off your talisman.
Casting is a signet. Taps for blue and a red. I'm going to pass after that.
Ooh, decisions in my upkeep on the fish trigger. I
You
don't
have
know if
enough-
I want to pay.
Don't do it. Let it die.
I'll keep it around.
It
Damn
did its
it!
job.
I'll draw for turn.
But like, what if you did?
I'll play a mountain as my land for turn.
Oh yeah, that's real
I'll
good.
play a lotus petal.
Jam it.
Treasure on a stick.
Mhm, mhm.
I'll sack my petal for 1 and another. I'll cast a Helm of Awakening. All spells
Ah.
cost 1 less to cast. That's symmetrical, guys.
Ooh.
Don't forget this is a reduction for all of y'all.
I'm so
Fun.
excited for this.
After that, I will pass a turn.
Awesome. Fair point, but printer proxies are always so ugly to me, but that's personal problems. Yeah, like there's tons of sites that like do like the fake back printed proxies now, and they're really like honestly way more affordable than I was expecting. Plus you got all those people like support your artists on like Etsy that do proxies and stuff like that. Like there's tons of ways you could do it. Odds are in my favor. That's a 4. I'm gonna take 3. The script hates me today. We're gonna draw this card for turn. All right. All of my spells cost 2 less, which is super cool. Or 1 less, excuse me.
1 less.
Barador is gonna be my land for turn. It enters the battlefield tapped unless I control a legendary creature. It makes black mana. And the only thing cool about it is that XX black, I can amass Orcs X, but only if a creature died this turn. We are going to play this Skull Clamp completely for free.
Fish.
Go for it, my guy. I am going to take a point of damage, and I would like to play an Adeline, Resplendent Cather. She's a star 4 with Vigilance. Her power is equal to the number of creatures I control, and whenever I attack, for each opponent, create a 1/1 white human creature token that's tapped and attacking that player or a planeswalker that they control. Then I would like to move to Violence Step. In my combat, I have a trigger from Rhea, and I would like to target herself. We are going to go ahead and turn Rhea sideways. Ting is the lovely winner of 0 damage. However, on attack, I do have a trigger to go ahead and make 3 white humans. And they are tapped and attacking each player. I would like to stack my triggers so that they ETB before Battlecry results. Each of you will have a 2/1 attacking you.
Yeah, I have a 4/4 I can block with.
Sure.
I'll accept the 2.
These are vanilla 2/1s.
They are vanilla 2/1s.
No block.
Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and create 3 of them. 1 of them dies. Rhea connects for 0 damage. But 3 is prevented, which is going to go ahead and let me create 3 of the mightiest mites you have ever seen. I think I'm so fucking funny, man. And that's really what matters. Alright, let me go
As
ahead
long
and
as you can
represent-
laugh at yourself.
Exactly!
You might be the funniest person here.
Oh god, I hate it. That was bad. I really... that's fine. Okay. We're gonna think about my life decisions here. I have a Skull Clamp and like 2 cards in hand, so we're gonna go ahead and tap this Mana Crypt for 2 colorless mana. I would like to go ahead and clamp one of these tapped humans.
Sure.
Draw 2 cards. Bloop. I'm gonna do it again. I have no humans left. Fuck humans. They're not mites. Bloop. Bloop. I've played a land for turn. I've refilled some of my hand, which is kind of cool, and so we will cast this Phyrexian Altar. I can sacrifice a creature to make 1 mana of any color.
Draw fish.
Yeah, go for it. If Phyrexian Altar resolves, I would like to pass the turn.
Upkeep, I'm going to roll for crit. Odds damage.
Mm-hmm.
Taking another 3. Okay, we're going to tap my Kami for 3 mana. 4, 5, 6, 7. And we have a cost reduction of 1. So this is going to be a Invasion of Ikoria for X equals 6. Now I did spend 7 mana on this, so I'm also going to have a Raggadragga trigger to untap Kami.
I have a fish trigger.
You can draw. I can't pay for that. All right, everybody good with that. So he's going to untap, and the Kami gets +7/+7.
That's terrifying.
And then as it enters, I have to choose an opponent to protect this. Ting, you got no creatures, so you're going to be my defender of that.
I will do my best.
And then we're going to go search for a creature.
X was 6, you said, Rage?
Yes. While I am in the middle of searching my library, we're going to tap this Kami for 10 and play a Panglacial Worm.
Might as well.
Oh my god.
I'm going to have 3 green floating, and we're going to have another trigger to target and untap the Kami.
That's a fucking Panglacial Worm, my guy.
It's like Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh yeah, I'm gonna search. Oh, sorry. While I'm searching, I'm gonna cast it.
Send that bitch to the Shadow Realm. Holy God bless America. Okay, that's a Teamer Sabertooth. I'm way less excited now.
Yeah, now we're gonna grab this Teamer Sabertooth.
Interesting rules interaction. If you subtlety a Panglacial Worm, you may not change the order of your library.
Correct. Yeah. Yeah, because there are cards that manipulate your deck while you're searching. Like that came up for Selvala.
There's also Chrome Sphere or Chrome Star. One of them has a mana ability that draws a card as a result of the mana ability.
Mm-hmm.
So if you attempt to cast the Panglacial Worm with that mana, you draw a card as a result, and you already know what card you're going to draw.
That makes my head hurt. That's a little above my pay grade.
Panglacial Worm is a ruling nightmare, and it's hardly ever played in Comp REL.
I'm saying
you could.
why.
Actually, hang on. I might have to back up for a second here, because I just realized something. So I have a cost reduction of 1, so that means I have 4 mana floating here. But that also means I did not spend 7 mana on this spell, so it's not going to trigger Raggadragga.
No.
So,
hang on. Technically, you could. Like, it says X or less, right?
7. If at least 7 mana was spent to cast.
Yeah, I have to actually spend 7 mana. If you have cost reduction, it does not count. So that does mess up the math a little bit.
Do you have the mana to spend to actually make it one more?
I have more than enough mana to spend, but it makes him cost 6. Like it's not an optional thing. Like I can't just choose to pay the 7, right?
Oh, let me take a look at it. I was saying, is Invasion of Ikoria equal to or less?
No. So I'm casting Panglacial Worm from the library. That's not what I'm finding with Invasion.
I see what you're saying.
I'm gonna have to find something other than Teamer Sabertooth, is what I'm saying.
Okay.
Because,
gotcha, to trigger it again.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry. I was not tracking. I was like, no, you just pay more into X. It's fine.
No, unfortunately, that doesn't work. That gets weird.
I don't think I've ever seen a Helm of Awakening stop someone from making a good play.
I know, right? Now I got to do other things.
Shenaniganry.
Damn, Helm of Awakening is a hate piece.
Run it in all my stack sticks.
Yeah, but the way Raggadragga is worded, you have to spend 7 mana. So cost reduction makes that not work. He's quirky and weird.
And a human boar. I still remember when I read him, I was just wereboar? Is that?
Yeah, he's a wereboar. Yeah.
Wereboar.
I suppose instead
Just
of a
shy of
Sabertooth, then we'll grab a Manglehorn.
Oh no.
I don't know if that's better or worse.
That's a card.
So he's gonna blow up that helm.
Damn.
No.
Oh, sweet. Yeah.
You guys got to use it, but I didn't.
Yeah, golf clap. Golf clap all around.
That's a shame.
Would consuming a wereboar be cannibalism? That is a philosophical question for the ages. And then the Manglehorn, it ETBs and destroys, but then it also says what, like artifacts that can be tapped?
Yep, yeah. Artifact your opponent's control, enter the battlefield tapped.
Cool.
Might be a problem on my end.
That will definitely slow down the Jhoira a little bit. Don't want that storming off right away. Let's proceed to combat then. That mana's gonna fizzle, and we're gonna send Raggadragga over at the battle.
No blocks.
So he's gonna attack that, and it goes down to 2 defense points, or whatever they're called.
Oh wow, it's not once per turn for the +7/+7. That's disgusting.
Yeah, you can kind of chain stuff. It's pretty gross. It was before Wizards caught on and made all triggered abilities once per turn, because they hate fun. After that, I'm gonna pass the turn.
Untap. Draw this card. Alright, I'm gonna play this land per turn. It's Temple, so I'll scry 1. I think we'll leave that on top, and then we'll say go.
Untap, upkeep. Fish trigger, I'll pay. Actually, I will not pay. I will draw for turn. Ooh. I don't know how much this affects. I don't know how much this affects the table. I'm gonna read some commanders real quick. I've got 9 cards in hand, so I need to get them out of mine. I'll first cast an Artificer's Assistant. It is a 1/1 flying bird that says whenever I cast a historic spell, scry 1. Then I will cast a Sentinel Totem. Cast trigger, scry 1.
It will ETB sideways.
That it will. I'll scry to the bottom. It ETB sideways, and when it ETBs, I scry 1. Keep that on top. Got 7 cards, and at this rate, it's not looking so good. I will cast a Spellbook. Scry to the top. Give myself no max hand size for as long as Spellbook remains on the table, and then I will pass the turn.
Quote, hang on, I still gotta attack for 49 trample with Birds of Paradise.
Oh, I've attacked for way more with birds before.
Peace was never an option.
That's right. You woke up today and chose violence. I'm gonna untap, upkeep, roll for crypt. That's a 2. We're gonna use a different die next turn. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna draw this card, which, we are going to go ahead and play, and not that land. That's a bad land to play. We're gonna play this Flooded Strand, because I realized I don't have anything to check for the other one. We're gonna go ahead and activate that, for a scrub land.
Also a note, you guys need to maintain your graveyard order. I do have effects in my deck that care about graveyard order.
Sure, not a
Sounds good.
problem. Alright, so I got land, we got stuff. Let's do the thing. I would like to play Aledna the Dusk Rose. Aledna is a lifelink 1/1. Whenever another creature dies, she gets a counter. And when she dies, I create X 1/1 vampires with lifelink, where X is her power. Then I would like to move to combat. We have a trigger. We will target Adeline with Rhea of Vor. What blockers do you have right now, Rage?
I have a Panglacial Worm as a 9/5 and Manglehorn as a 2/2.
Cool. We are going to declare this Rhea of Vor at JJ. We are going to declare the targeted Adeline at Ting. We have the trigger to make all the humans from Adeline. So you guys will each be getting hit by a 2/1 human, vanilla human as well, if you would like to do anything about it.
Sure. I'll block the human that's coming at me with Worm.
Sure. That will put
I'll take my 5.
counter on
take 2
Aledna, and then I will go ahead and create 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'll go ahead and create 9 more mites, because that's how many I had when Adeline dealt damage. That'll dump me up to 12 of the mightiest mites you have ever seen. In my second main, I would like to go ahead and play a Skrelv, the Defector Mite. He's a little guy with Toxic, he can't block, and he's a pseudo Mother of Runes effect. I would like to go ahead and slap this Skull Clamp on a human. That's going to put a counter on Aledna and draw me 2 cards. Witcha and Witcha. We're going to do it.
Doesn't Skrull come in tapped?
Oh, he does, excuse me, because
He is an artifact, yeah.
My 9 of these Phyrexian mites are tapped as well, you are correct. And then I would also like to clamp the last human, because humans suck. Draw 2. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards in hand. We're gonna represent these tapped mites and go ahead and ship the turn.
Upkeep, we're gonna roll odds damage for the Mana Crypt. Another odd. Dice hates me today.
You're telling me, man.
On upkeep, I'm gonna tap my bird and we're gonna play a Worldly Tutor.
Oh yeah.
Search my library for a creature and put it on top. I'm gonna grab a Regal Force and put that on top. When he comes into play, I draw a card for each green creature I control. Shuffle up, and that will be my draw for the
excuse
turn.
me, I actually made 10 mites. I don't think it's gonna be super relevant, but Battlecry was a trigger. So we have 10 mites, 13 total.
We're gonna pay 3, 4, 5, 6, and I'm going to exile this Simian Spirit Guide for a red mana. We're gonna play a Regal Force. That's a 7 mana spell, so that's going to trigger Raggadragga, and we're going to untap Kami. So the untap happens first. He gets +7 till end of turn.
Every green
And
deck
also
ever. He's
gain
just
trample.
a little guy.
For now.
Don't worry, he'll grow.
But wait, there's more.
Regal Force ETB. It's going to draw me 6 cards.
I am so concerned.
I got tokens.
Oh, this is going to be fun.
Is
okay.
it? Is that the word?
Yeah.
Is that the F word we're using today?
Kami taps for any color, which is sweet. Currently taps for 10 mana because it has +7/+7 and another +2 from Raggadragga.
Yeah, why wouldn't it? That seems fair and balanced magic.
So we're going to tap for 10 red mana. We're going to use 3 of that for an Aggravated Assault.
Oh.
I don't know how forcible for that.
Yeah, it's about to get real bad for y'all.
That happens.
We're going to use 5 of this mana to activate Aggravated Assault. It's going to untap all my creatures. And after this main phase, there's an additional combat phase, followed by an additional main phase.
And that's just 5 to activate every time.
Yep, so now we can present a loop of tapping my Kami to make infinite mana, because he will untap for 5 mana and he produces 10.
That checks out.
That's unfortunate for me, yes. What would you like to do with this infinite mana?
I'm going to cast a new spell that I haven't played in this deck yet. We're going to do Song of Totentans for X equals a whole lot.
What does it do?
So it's a red and X, create X 1/1 black rat creature tokens with this creature can't block, and creatures you control gain haste until end of turn. How about we make 420,069,000,000 rats?
Is this where I Rakdos Charm?
Yes, now would be the time.
This is where you settle the wreckage.
Right.
Do it. Punish me for my hubris.
I would love to settle the wreckage right now.
I guess we have to try.
Yeah, Tig, save me! Save me, Tig!
All right, I'll
Save the
tap
pod.
this signet for a blue-red. I'm going to cast a Brainstorm with the red floating. I'll draw 3. That was not a Rectus Charm. Yeah, Song resolves.
Sick. All right, we got a whole bunch of rats. Shall we go to combat?
Die horribly to rats?
Yeah.
That over the rats.
Swing out with a whole bunch of rats. I don't even have a rat token on me. I should go
Get my rats.
Shame! Absolute shame!
Oh, you're saying there's no rats available to kill us?
Right.
Give me 2 seconds. Let me
represent board state.
Let me grab a rat token from the other room real quick. Yeah, you pay 5 mana for Aggravated Assault, and it just untaps all your creatures right away. So you can just put 1,000,000 combats on the stack, essentially.
I was gonna be like super cute and clever, because like I knew you were gonna swing with a bunch of stuff. I didn't know it would be like infinite. But I was gonna like sack all my mites, and then a Ledna to make like a bunch of mana and vampires, and then Grand Crescendo for a bunch more citizens, and just be like, ah ha 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 ha.
What is Grand Crescendo?
Oh, so it's amazing. It's an X double white instant. Create X citizen tokens. Creatures you control gain indestructible until end of turn.
Oh, sick.
Yeah. Out of New Capenna. I thought it was just fucking dope.
I feel as if mistakes were made.
Yeah.
I could have orbed us. And he would have not drawn like 19 cards. The killing of the helm was very detrimental.
Yeah, the helm actually stops me, oddly enough, because I need to pay the 7 for all my stuff. So, also weird with like Court of Calling, if you convoke creatures for it,
that's not mana spend.
you're not paying mana spend. Yeah, so you have to actually spend 7 to get the trigger.
Interesting. Okay.
All right, so we have. Imagine there's a lot more of these. Just pretend. Just pretend.
And they're all ravenous and evil
And hasty.
and hasted.
And relentless?
Yes! And relentless.
Very much so.
But it always needs more pack rat. I'm just saying.